I am sick and tired of everybody being so freaking lazy with their genre names.
Whoa, okay.
Metal has a gazillion genres, but they don't call music like Metallica likes, right? Or Cannibal Corpse likes. So why are the gamers so lazy, right? It's not a roguelike, it's a restarting action RPG, dang it.
Okay, so you got a problem with the like. The like and the light. Not a fan.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah, no, that's my goblin right now.
That's your mind goblin.
Uh-huh.
Uh I mean this kinda all started with like Doom, right? They were calling games like Doom clones. Uh
Yeah, but then, like, they solved that.
but Doom clones are still a thing now. Um
But
but
they don't call them Doom clones, though.
I well, I think it's like a Doom clone now is just games that are in the Doom engine, really. You know what I mean? Like it's become its own
No.
genre, quote unquote.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, they call them first-person shooters.
Sure, but what about a game that's
Yeah,
in the Doom engine?
that's still a first-person shooter.
I mean, you're not wrong, but what if you're not shooting?
Then it's first-person something else, I guess.
First person dog walker, the game.
Exactly.
Okay. So you got a problem with using the game name
The game
for
name,
the genre.
and then yeah. So, like, roguelike,
Mhm.
no, right? The Metroidvania, that's like a mashup of 2 different game names.
Yeah.
But that's no, quit stop. Right.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was fine when it was just, like, a few games, like roguelike or roguelite,
Yeah.
or Metroidvania, because that was different, it didn't have the word like, so not everything just sounded like the same.
Hmm.
And then we got Souls-like, right? And that's where I'm like, "This is getting to be too much," right?
Hmm.
Because then they start doing that with every game, and it basically becomes Hollow Knight. Oh, that's a Souls-like now, but
It's also a Metroidvania,
yeah,
right?
it's also a Metroidvania. It's also like a roguelite in a
Hmm.
way. So it's it's not a Souls-like, just that. So it's different.
I see your problem here is calling it a Souls-like
Yeah,
roguelite Metroidvania is like four different games put into one descriptor for this one
right,
game. Well, I
right.
think this comes from a place of like people trying to describe games by like talking about their inspiration, right?
Hmm.
Um Souls like comes from the Souls gameplay archetype, um where you get to the bonfire, you've got safety, and then you go out and fight really hard enemies or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You lose stuff on death. The roguelite, I mean, that's kind of similar, but you're losing less on death. It's not as impermanent. And then Metroidvania, it's a lot of backtracking. It's a big open map, and you're getting things to let you come back later to backtrack. Um, these are like
Well, because even the
statements.
Souls, like, that's a roguelite,
Yeah, it is.
right? So we're we're getting all twisted here.
There's a Venn diagram. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're kind of starting to overlap a bunch of these as like more games are kind of doing all of them all together.
Yeah. And then you have people saying things like Zelda-like or Pikmin-like
Pikmin
or
like.
Survivor-like, which in the Survivor-like, it's not a survival game.
Yeah.
It's a horde auto shooter.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's just named after Vampire Survivor.
Yeah.
And then recently, I even saw an article that it was like, "Oh, we were gonna call this a Claire Obscure like." It's like it's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um
So,
all right. Well, wow, that's really silly actually. But now let me ask you this, Steve. What can
but
we
so wait, hold on.
Oh, okay. You got something else.
I think um, game journalists are also to blame for this, not just like
Mhm.
people being lazy about, oh, this is like Zelda, so I like it. The game journalists, they put the game name in there and put hyphen like. after it because of search engine optimization
Mhm.
and clicks and whatnot. So like, oh, people they like Clair Obscur, so I'm gonna click this so I can find out about this game that's like that. So
Yeah, that checks out.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a thing where they're trying to get the viewer or whoever else in by comparing it to something else. You know, it goes back to like humans love familiarity. Like we are
Hmm.
drawn towards the things we already know and we can relate to.
Yeah,
So therefore, um, all right, this is like this thing I have already played or know about. So therefore, this is more familiar to me. This new thing, I can appreciate that.
yeah. But so I'd like to go through some of these likes that I found
Okay.
and maybe come up with a new genre name for them,
Okay.
or at least test the waters, see what people like.
Yeah. What do you
All
got?
right, so we got start with the Doom clones. That's already been solved. First person shooter.
Sure.
Great. All right. Move on to the rogue likes. It could just be like restart action RPG
Okay.
or procedural death labyrinth or death dungeon,
Mm-hmm. I like
and you could just say PDL, PDD.
I
That's a good
I
acronym.
like PDL. I think that kind of works. That could be catchy.
Yeah.
Metroidvania,
Um,
I see you've got posted here in our notes. It says non-linear action platformer. Now, can
it's
I?
not catchy.
It's not catchy, and even still, I would argue if it wasn't a platformer, it would just be non-linear action game. So
Yeah.
you kind of lose part of that. We got to workshop Metroidvania. How do we?
Yeah.
Um, what's the main tenet of a Metroidvania?
The non-linearness with the RPGness.
Well, contrary to popular belief, Metroidvanias are linear. They just trick you.
Yes. Well, it could be tricky in the title.
um, you could be like a. You had to get like something where you basically come back later, right? It's the backtracking part of it.
Hmm.
You,
Well, you kind of get like a key object, right?
yes,
That unlocks the next part.
it could be an object. It could be even a power or an ability, right?
Hmm.
It's
Right.
something that's letting you unlock the new way to go. Um,
Yeah. Key progression.
Key progression game, but anything could
Yeah.
be key progression. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, you're true.
Like you open a key in an RPG, you open a door with a key in an RPG. It's that key progression. You know,
Yeah, in Doom you open a key. You do
Doom
that.
is a Metroidvania. You've heard it here first.
Snap.
I don't know. We can workshop that. We'll figure something
Yeah,
out.
the Metroidvania, I feel like that's probably the least obnoxious to my tastes. Just because it doesn't have the word like at the
I
end.
think the two that
If it was Metroid like, I'd be like, "Ugh."
yes, yeah. It's so the Metroidvania aspect of it, where it's two things combined into one. I think makes it more punchy. I even like Doom Clone. That and Doom Clone, just on the fact that it's the specific gameplay style or engine that it's
Mhm.
in. Um,
Well, Doom Clone, they even got the new one, Boomer Shooter.
I like Boomer Shooter.
Yeah, I like Boomer Shooter.
It's better, I think.
So yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
So I haven't heard anyone say Doom Clone in a while. So I got Souls likes,
Hmm.
right? I've thought about this one for a long time because Souls like has been around for a while.
Yeah,
Um, and I came up with Sanctuary
a
to be
sanctuary
the
type game.
Sanctuary genre because like this the key thing for the Souls genre is a little sanctuary, is the bonfire that you go to and
Yeah.
you can rest. It's safe. It's a safe zone. You level up there, you know, you make your edits there to your character,
Hmm.
whatever, and then you go off. And then like as you progress, you want to get to the next sanctuary.
Yeah. It's
And
like
then
your
in the
point
next
of hope.
sanctuary.
That's your like light in the
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah. And that's where you'll respond to like the last sanctuary too.
I like that.
So
This is one that
yeah.
you've told me a while ago, and it has stuck with me. And I think that this is a viable alternative to a Souls like. Um,
Yeah.
I think my problem with the Souls like as a genre is not so much that people are using the sanctuary aspect of it. People are looking at the difficulty and gameplay style, which I hate to say it
Hmm.
is, you know, you know, derived from Zelda, 3D Zelda games. You lock
Yeah,
onto an enemy, you strafe around them, and you get your time to attack. Um, the Soul,
yeah, that's not unique to Souls, you know?
yes,
And you have like a dodge roll. Well, so did Zelda. Like
yeah, exactly.
the only thing different from Zelda from a Souls like is Zelda's difficulty is not hard. And they don't Zelda doesn't have like a little sanctuary.
I think the one thing that breaks, if you had to break down the Souls-like genre, it's the sanctuary aspect, it's the grim tone, um, it's the Zelda-esque gameplay, um, or combat, I would say, and then big,
Action RPG.
yes, the action RPG. Well, I'm saying Zelda-esque to kind of keep it in tone here. We're doing a little
Oh, okay.
cascading effect here. We're talking about how dumb it is, and then big exploration. So that's my breakdown of Souls like. I like Sanctuary
Yeah,
better.
like but even I've even seen games described as Souls like that don't have the grim tone to it.
Yeah.
There was the game where you play as a crab, and
Yeah.
it's like lighthearted and fun, and like there's like little trash in the ocean or whatever. But uh, yeah, that doesn't have like the grim tone of like a Souls like, but it does have the sanctuary mechanic.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I like Sanctuary better because you're getting the core tenet of it, much like the Metroidvania. You're getting the core tenet that makes it this genre.
yeah.
What else you got?
So some of the other ones I've seen, the Zelda likes,
Yeah.
and then even within that, there's two different styles. I'll say
Okay.
you got the ones that uh, kind of go after the Breath of the Wild style of Zelda, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have the ones like the Nightling. I've seen this trailer for the Nightling, and that looks a really fun game. I like how it looks. I might check it
Okay.
out. And then you got the Link to the Past style, which is the top down, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like Mina the Howler. That's gonna come out soon, hopefully. And so you got those two styles that people do, and it's kind of confusing which one you're talking about when if you use Zelda like which
Mm-hmm.
style.
Yeah. Usually people will say
And
like
when
top down Zelda like, or like, oh, it's a 3D Zelda like, or something like that. Whenever I've heard
yeah,
this.
yeah, but like even then, it's just an action RPG.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You know, if you're doing the top down, it's like retro action RPG or something,
Mm.
but or top down action RPG even. Like you don't need to call it a Zelda like because I just feel like people are getting too into the feel of the game when
Mm-hmm.
that's not what it's about.
Yeah. It's
You
true.
know, they're
You,
too into
you
vibes.
have to break down again. We got to break down what it is that makes these two different things. I mean, obviously, you've got the divider, which is you know either a 3D or third person kind of viewpoint, and then a top down or isometric view for the other one. Could be 3D or 2D, doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But if you get rid of that divider, essentially the Zelda like is the action RPG. You are running around hitting enemies, doing RPG elements as you're talking to people in towns and doing little quests, whatever they may be, um, all while you're solving puzzles, going through like dungeons or um, like trials of some kind, whatever that may
Hmm.
be presented as, fighting bosses to get to an end goal. That's the breakdown of the Zelda like genre, you know? Uh,
Yeah, and that's just action RPG genre in
it's
general.
yeah, it's just like it's so
So
vague,
much.
but we're calling it a Zelda like just on the notion that like Zelda has done it so historically in the past. But Zelda's not even the first to do it. Highlight beat it by like a year or two, technically.
Hmm.
Here's my alternative. Highlight like.
That's such a tongue twister.
Go ahead, spread it around. Everybody give praise
Okay.
to Highlight.
Now, here's another one I've seen. Um, it's relatively new. Pikmin likes.
This is one I've never seen or heard of.
It's so new that it's like kind of underground.
Okay.
I'm real hipster about it right now.
Dang. He on the DL.
Yeah. Right. So I got three games here. Tinykin,
Mm-hmm.
the Wild at Heart, and Molder.
Molder.
And what all these games have in common is that you have like a hero unit, and you control the hero unit, and that hero unit then controls these little army of Pikmin essentially
Okay.
that follow you around, that follow the hero around, and you basically pick them up and toss them at things,
Okay.
and or tell them to pick something up or whatever.
You're controlling a bunch of
And
little
so,
guys.
yeah, you control a bunch of little guys through your hero unit instead of like RTS where you would like select them all and have them go.
Yeah, because RTS games, you're playing God essentially, and you're controlling your little guys to go do stuff. But here, there is a character in the game that is also um, like connected to the world and the little units around them for the most part. So, um, that totally checks out, honestly. Because Pikmin itself is an
Yeah,
RTS essentially, top-down
right.
perspective. You're controlling a bunch of guys, but your main connecting piece is your guy, your main character you're playing as. Um, So that's like Nintendo's take on an RTS. So
Hmm.
it makes sense for us to just kind of like, okay, well, we can clarify this a little bit better than a Pikmin like. I I don't that one I don't necessarily like. Let's call it a
Yeah,
I like your notes
it
here.
could be.
Hero RTS or Commander RTS.
Yeah,
It's good.
like I just thought of that commander and I wrote it down. I was like,
It's good. It's good.
yeah.
It's better.
So use that.
Use that.
Yeah.
If you don't, we'll know.
Okay, and then we'll move on to the survivor likes. Right, this is like Vampire Survivor,
Yeah.
Mega Bonk, stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, what's great about this is that the community came together to suggest a different name,
Okay.
and some of the names they had were Auto Shooter, um, Horde Survival, uh, kind of like Horde Auto Shooter.
Yeah.
But they went with Bullet Haven or Bullet
Ooh.
Heaven
Ooh.
because it's the opposite of a bullet hell.
Yes, I like that a lot more. A horde auto
Yeah.
shooter, I think, is such a, I hate to say it, it's kind of a corporate way of describing it, in that it's like bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. But
Right.
like a bullet hell is like there's so many bullets on screen. It's like, oh my god, what do I even do? You know?
Hmm.
I like the opposite of that, where you're the bullet hell, which was kind of my idea going into trying and playing Vampire Survivors. it's it's relaxing, it's calming, it's almost therapeutic
Hmm.
the way you can just you're getting you're becoming big guy. You watch big number go up and enemy die, big number go up. We love that. So bullet heaven, I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So we
Good job on the Survivor genre fans.
You guys did it. You came together and did something good.
Yeah. Now, recently there have been some good name genres like the Boomer Shooter,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good one.
Mentioned that a little earlier. Um,
we've talked to
Friend Slop.
Yeah, we've talked about friend slop a good bit. We tried to come up
Yeah.
with an alternate name, but I think friend slop is just kind of here to stay.
Yeah. I feel like that kind of like encapsulates like the type of peak or RV there yet.
Low budget, fun with friends, multiplayer fun
Yeah.
gameplay.
Among Us,
Hmm.
do you think, or Fall Guys, does that count?
Yeah, it's a Fall Guys like.
Yeah.
It's Among Us like.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lethal Company I'd put up there as well. That's the originator of the friend slop genre. Um, so
Hmm.
I'd put that in the same bubble too. Um, extraction shooters, that's another one I think that's really like popped off with arc raiders. I mean, Tarkov was like I think the biggest one for the longest time. But
Yeah.
everybody's playing arc raiders right now. I think Marathon's the next one to come out, whenever that comes
Yeah, and
out.
I'm not sure how popular Marathon is going to be.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Yeah, but it seems like Arc Raiders is really popular with if people who like that genre.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad they call it an extraction shooter instead of a Tarkov like. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. They call it what's that a division like or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
the division's another one like that. You know,
Hmm.
um, but extraction shooter. I think it gets you everything you need to know, which is it is a shooter, and your goal is the extraction. You're getting loot and then get out. I like that.
Hmm.
It's as punchy
Yeah.
as it could be.
Yeah.
It's not
So
it's not Bullet Haven punchy,
you
but it's good.
yeah. Use Sanctuary.
Use Sanctuary to talk about,
That's the big one I want to get out there.
yeah, if you're playing a Dark Souls game or something that's similar to it, it's a Sanctuary type game.
Yeah. And then PDL. Use that one. See if that catches on.
Yeah. Procedural Death Labyrinth. PDL. I think it works better as like the acronym,
Yeah.
but
It's
also
kind of a lot to say. I like acronyms.
acronyms are good.
Yeah. MG.
What is MG?
Mind Goblins.
Hey, we need like a gang sign type deal. Wait, hold on, let me. Oh, uh,
You get your M's
wait,
and you get your
we do like
G's.
MG, buddy. Don't
Got
forget.
it.
That's good.
And that's all we got for the week.
I think we got it. We covered some good topics.
If you like this content, subscribe.
Yeah,
We're trying to hit 100.
we're trying to hit 100 by the end of the year. So
Yeah.
like the video, comment below if you found any of the
Watch
parts
the whole
interesting.
video.
Yeah. Yeah, please watch
YouTube really
through.
likes it when you watch the whole video.
It's true. Um, but if you like it, yeah, comment anything you found interesting below, and then subscribe, man.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Bye.